This one goes out to all those. Well, went ahead and decided to move camp into the bedroom, and I decided to hook up my Chromecast, and we're gonna get into that in just a minute because I just don't want to take any chances with that fang infested bug that I saw right there. So I'm gonna show you a little bit about Chromecast. So as you know, I saw a bug, and I haven't really hooked it up since I've been here. I've been here for almost 2 years, and it's pretty easy to do. And I'll go over what it kind of looks like right here. See if. Okay. So this is what it looks like kind of on the app. And then that's connected to the Google Assistant. And then that's kind of what it looks like too. It's on bedroom TV. And I was gonna kind of show you what the app looks like. Looks like that right there. It's GoogleHome. So you can't really see it because of the lighting, but it's fairly simple how it works. It basically, that's some of my artwork right there, but this is the Google Chrome. So it's a Google Home or Chrome. It is going to be the Google Home app. So all you do is plug it in to, I have some of these cords back here. Kind of move this over that way, and that's where it's hooked up right here, and then it goes in to this, which connects here. Now I can control everything through this. So I'm watching YouTube right now, so if I go to home, it's really hard. I can go to bedroom, and I'm 100% at volume, so I'm going to turn the volume up, whatever. Japan made the bid and was awarded to be the oh, that's not the volume, I'm sorry. And as the nation hosting the games, that's the volume right here. So I can turn the volume down or the volume up. And that's just for the app. Okay, so I paused it, and then I can replay it here. Unpause it. Oh, there it is right there. This is kind of like a remote kind of thing for the volume. So it'll play after ad. I can stop casting by going like this, and it'll stop the casting. And that's going to be the Google Home screen. It's just a screen. I've done things where I can put family photos on it. You can connect family photos, so it'll just have like a screensaver of family photos. But since my wife took off with the kids, it's not like the smartest thing to kind of have it, you know, on the screen. I'm doing my bifocal thing. It does give the time though, so it's just kind of fun to do. And I haven't done it for 2 years, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. Since the bug came into the living room, it gave me a logical reason to kind of do that. And so, I know it's kind of funny, but I don't want to go back into the living room for a while. So I went ahead and said, well, you know, I'll break out my Google Chrome. So I want to show you pretty much, I'm a little messy. I'm trying to get a little more organized. Like a lot of this stuff, it's just memorabilia. It's old writings and poetry, memorabilia and stuff like that. But this is the Chromecast right here. And what it looks like. This is what we're talking about right now. I'll probably send this up on an independent vlog. Probably tonight, maybe. And I'm gonna put this like right here. See more of a light from the closet, how it will connect into one of the HDMIs. It's an HDMI cable. And oh no, it's right here. Sorry, I was looking. This is for something else. The antenna is also connected to a cable here. That's the antenna. It's a leaf. They call this a leaf. Right here. It's an antenna. It's pretty cool to have. The military uses them. But this is actually what I'm watching through. It will connect to any device, iOS or Android. It's Chrome. I got it for a gift during a church event. It's pretty cool. I got it at a church party. And this is where the antenna is, and then I'm trying to figure out what this one is. Oh, this is the Blu-ray. So it's a Blu-ray Samsung. What's interesting also is I have this remote, which is a Toshiba. It'll actually work with the Samsung somewhat. So I can use this device. It's kind of universal. It's older. This is this is a Toshiba device, television, Toshiba. And then this one right here is the Samsung that goes with the Samsung Blu-ray. What's interesting about the Samsung Blu-ray too is you can actually do all this same stuff with this device right here. If you connected hardwire into your Wi-Fi system or to your I'm trying not to sneeze. Hang on just a second because of the dust. I've been dusting. So right over here. Dusting right here. Probably this will do the same as Chrome, but you can connect the Samsung, hardwiring it back here into your router. See that right there? Now, you're gonna be able to eventually do this all through Bluetooth. I got this at Walmart for like 20 bucks right here. Same with the Chrome. The Chrome's about 20 or 30 bucks too. It'll do all the same thing. Especially if you're using your phone, you won't have to really have a pipeline like Frontier. I would use, Frontier is they're kind of expensive. The other one that's expensive is, no. Frontier is more expensive than Spectrum. But this will eventually be able to connect, and I'm gonna have to be a little brave, with your router, which is right there. Okay. Right now, because of how this is, it doesn't. So you'd have to hardwire it, which I've got some wires in there. If I wanted to, I could do that. We're gonna switch over from this thing right here, which is your Chromecast, to your Bluetooth. Oh, I'm sorry, not Bluetooth. Not Bluetooth. I'm sorry. Blu-ray player. Okay, we're turning this one on. It's a Blu-ray player. It's a little dusty. I was trying to dust some of this off because I haven't used it in like 2 years. So I'm kind of doing some dusting to get some of the dust off of it. It's kind of bothering me. Okay. All right, so we're still plugged in right now to the Chrome, or you can call it Home, Google Home or Chrome. I'm actually using Google Home in the werewolf movie that I'm writing because I know a little bit about it, things like that. So we're gonna turn it on, going over to the Samsung, and HDMI may have switched over on its own, and it did. I didn't even command it to do that. I just basically, all I did was just turn this on. So we're gonna see if it did. Actually, you know what? It didn't. I thought it did for a second. I must have turned something else on right here. I have to do this other thing. Usually what I do is I kind of go like this. That way I can conserve the battery. Let's just twist the batteries. There we go. Now, okay, this is actually going to be connected to the Chrome. So if I press on it, because I use HDMI, one for antenna, or no, I'm sorry. Antenna is something else. I don't have anything for HDMI 1. HDMI 2, I can turn it on. And it should, yeah, that's Chrome, or its home, known as home, which is basically right here. Which is what we're dealing with right here. Okay. What I was going to show you is switching over to this one. Okay. So this is connected back here to HDMI 1 and HDMI 2. Chrome is 2 and HDMI 1 is the Blu-ray. I switched them tonight because I'm remembering that Chrome is 2. It's a secondary device, while the Blu-ray is it makes sense for me to have it as HDMI 1. It just does, because this is 1, it's Blu-ray, it's a device on its own, it's not connected to the router, it's on its own, so I just labeled it naturally. If I can get this to back, this Toshiba's pretty old. I got it in like 2007. I believe it was 2007, yeah. It's about 15 years old. It's a wonderful television. Now, HDMI 1 is right there. It's very clear. Look at the screen on it. It's wonderful. Okay. This one, it's almost like a computer monitor, really, how clear it is. If I turn this off this way, it's way better than the Insignia Toshiba is. You kind of can see it a little bit. Very, very rare. If I put this up here and I use this light right here, you can see the light of the Toshiba right there. Okay, so we're switching over. We're making sure that this is actually turned on, and it is. This is what it looks like. This is the Blu-ray, and it's connected independently, so it's not connected online or anything. I can play DVDs on it. If I hit this, I can open it right here and close it right there. Open it. You can see that it opens and closes. I got this at Walmart for 20 bucks. It'll access all of this stuff. YouTube, Netflix, Opera TV Store, if they even still have it, Amazon. It'll access Hulu and much, much more. Everything the Chrome does, you do have to set up through settings. This is not touchscreen or anything, but you do have to set it up through hard. You have to hardwire it, meaning you have to plug it in to the Wi-Fi, so it goes in through a wire. I call it hardwire, or just wire right to the actual I'm trying to think of the name. The router. It's a router. Because the reason why I don't want to say router is because it's more than just a router. It's not just a router. It is a router, but it's also your pipeline that's going into Frontier or or through Spectrum. I'm using Frontier, but Spectrum was, I like Spectrum better. It's cheaper, but Frontier is what I mean by the pipeline that gets you online. A pipeline is what gets you directly online. That's the computer literacy that you use, pipeline. It's a pipeline that gets you on. For an example, right here, this box in the back, right here, is part of that pipeline, which if they're going to connect you online, they're going to have to mess with that, because it's going to take you pipeline right to online. Okay, it's called the pipeline. This is not. This is called a Blu-ray player that does all this. You can get it at Walmart. So I am going to turn it off. So if I wanted to play something, I would, open it up, stick my little movie in there, whatever it may be, Apocalypse Now, or whatever. Close it, and then it'll start to play Blu-ray. This is mostly just for Blu-ray. Okay, turning that one off. Now, I am going to switch over to HDMI 2, which is right here, and I'm going to be connected to a bunch of crap. Well, it's not crap, but I'm connected online right here through this thing. That's Bedroom TV, watching live. I got media, I got all kinds of stuff. So this is a remote. It turns into a remote. This is my old Samsung that you're looking at. So if I go in Bedroom TV, that means I'm connected to Google. You can see the picture. If I want to switch the picture back here, right, that would that should switch eventually to the next screensaver, or I can do a screensaver like this, or I can, if I wanted to, this is like the True Detective one right here. If I wanted to, I can actually put my family photos or just any type of photo I want to and have a screensaver playing in the room. And you can have this throughout your whole room or your house throughout the day or whatever. And it's like a photo thing that can go on in your bedroom and stuff like that. It's very modern. You can see that it's changing here and finding different stuff. Now, if I go, say I can even speak in it if I wanted to. YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
Okay. So we're opening, and let's say I want to do something like this guy was talking about psychology. Here's Adamthewoo. So if I touch on Adamthewoo,
Ready to grow your online
it's going to have
sales.
the little commercials. That's how he makes money. And then I'm going to skip the ad right here. It's on Natalie, and then I'm going to cast it right here to bedroom TV. Okay, connecting to bedroom TV, and now we're watching Adamthewoo in the bedroom. Okay, there's Hot Dog Day. This was 18 hours ago, and that's the beautiful Natalie and the wonderful Adamthewoo. Even though sometimes I'm critical because he's always at Disney World. And we're showing, this was done on the 22nd, about I don't know, 18 hours ago. And, you know, the sound is maybe not as good on the Toshiba, but the picture is actually quite nice, I think. It's a little airy. You can see there it is at Toshiba. There it is. You can kind of see it right here. So they're talking about the fun things that they're going to do at the park. I don't know if that's Knoxbury Park thing, and he's talking about that. Now, if I want to switch over to something, I can, let's say if I go into another room, I'll just kind of, you know, show you what you can do. Go back over this way. Let's say if I get up, I'm like, okay, that's Adam and Natalie. I'm gonna watch that right now. I'm gonna go into the kitchen. The bug is in there somewhere. The bug that came in scared me, so I moved camp into the bedroom for now. So I turn on the light. I'm like, oh, wait, what's this? It's Tim Tracker. I'm kind of looking here. So what I would do, let's see, there's something in here. Let's see, there's some food in there. So I say, close that. I'm like, hey, Tim Tracker. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to cast. And I'm going to close or disconnect. So Adamthewoo is disconnected in there. Or he may be connected. We'll see in a minute. So let's see if he got disconnected. Yeah, I went back to the home screen. So I was back over here and I'm looking through the kitchen. No, I don't want to watch Justin Scard. Okay. There's only so much I can take. Okay, Scott on Tape. I'm a big fan of Scott on Tape. So I come in here, and now I can just watch Scott on Tape in here. Okay, in the kitchen.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Okay, so I would watch Scott on Tape in the kitchen or something. Pause it here. Okay, and then I go back to Adam.
Welcome, everyone.
And
Adamthewoo here today is
I go back to the bedroom.
2021. Side note, National Hot Dog
And I'm
Day.
like, hey, this is cool. I cast it on bedroom TV, boom. Then Adam is on the television. Now this can all be done by voice command.
You said you might sit the hot dog out.
So you can basically, they're talking about hot dogs again.
I will be partaking of a hot dog if they have.
Partaking of the hot dog.
Can you hold this beverage for 1 second? I want to just show that I have purchased a new umbrella. I'm just gonna.
And he's talking about his umbrella.
Very hard to hold
And
the beverage.
so we can still use this as kind of a, you know, like I can say, hey, can you be quiet for a minute? Okay, so I paused it by, you know, but eventually all of this would be controlled by vocal. Of course, you might get tired of talking a whole lot, that you could, you know, like you saw what I did here. So I'm dealing with an Apple, but if I say, okay, Google, Adamthewoo, Okay, it said
Got
Adam
it.
the World.
Adamthewoo
It
by
found him
Nelson
anyway.
Dane.
It said Adam the World, but and then it goes to Adamthewoo, which is his channel. Okay, so we're dealing with maybe we want to get rid of this thing. It's a lot of fun. I don't know what this is. It's just saying Adamthewoo. I don't even think it's Adamthewoo. It's a knockoff Adamthewoo. There's a bunch of them. It's Nelson Dane. He's going to talk. Well, it's not. Let's find out what it is.
Adamthewoo is headed for you. Let's get on YouTube, see what he's up to. Comes with one hand while driving his van. Join us by you all over the land.
It's insane. He's bigger than Elvis. Okay, so someone's singing about Adamthewoo with his Mountain Dew. Okay, so it's like a Daniel Johnston kind of, song about Adamthewoo and Mountain Dew. But I just wanted to show you this and how fun it is. This guy's Nelson Dane. And it's basically just like a Google Chrome intro with a mixture of Samsung Bluetooth. It'll probably go viral or something. These type do. It's a 16-minute kind of tutorial to show you how to hook things up. And just the most important thing on everything is just to put it down in layman's term. Download the app, open it. It'll give you instructions. Okay, it's not going to work if it's not plugged in. Okay, so this thing has to be plugged into an electrical device. I'm gonna bring in a light. This thing has been hacked. This is a hacked device. I used to work Uber Eats and everything like that, and I still use it because I put photos of my kids and stuff on it. But it's been hacked where I can't use the light or camera on this one. On this one I can because this is Apple, and you can't get into Apple. Not in the Pentagon. You can't even, the Pentagon can't even get into Apple. Okay, so this right here you can see has a wire which plugs in down there. It's got to be plugged in for it to work. Okay. Also, I use this leaf too, which I sometimes will just put up here for antenna. Right. Just wanted to add that through there. So, anyway, it's just my introduction, little tutorial. It'll be called tutorial to GoogleHome. Welcome to my life. I am, Cole Spivey, actor studio guy that likes Adamthewoo and Join the Line and people like that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up, showing you kind of the device, and you need a smartphone to activate it and things like that. Okay, big thumbs up.